So I'm here with Suzanne Salhaney, and we are talking about Cobra Kai. Suzanne, this show is such a hit, and you have a big part in season 3. And I want to ask you if had you seen the movies? Had you seen the first 2 seasons?
I did. I actually did. I was a fan, of course, of the Karate Kid back in the day in the 80s. And my children, of course, grew up watching it. And when Cobra Kai came out, it was immediately went on to watch it. So yes, absolutely.
So then how did you get the part in the 3rd season? How did that all go together?
Can I help you?
So I have a really amazing film and TV commercial and print agent here in Atlanta, Georgia, Atlanta Models and Talent, giving a little plug there. And I received the audition in, I want to say it was about August of 2019. And I actually was booked out, if you will. So when we travel, we have to book out. And I just was taking care of my mom, who was very ill. So, I flew to Michigan. I didn't take any of my equipment. I thought, well, this is just not the right time. I need to really focus on her. And I get the call from my agent that said, oh, no, casting would like you to audition for this. Of course, I went into panic mode. I really am very picky. As you can see, I have a studio here in my home. And I wanted to make certain that, it turned out okay. So my niece, who graciously said, listen, I'll go ahead and do it on my iPhone. It's been done before. So we did it and borrowed a t-shirt from my sister and, never thought another thing of it until I flew back home and I was in my car and got the call from my agent and said, girl, you're on a roll. He said, because I had just booked Teenage Bounty Hunters the week before, which is, I'm sure you've heard of that on Netflix. And I said, okay, who am I going to tell? I'm in my car and I'm screaming and arms flailing. And I'm sure my neighbors are going, what is this crazy woman doing? But to be a part of such an incredibly iconic show is massive.
It really is. It is such a good show. Like I said, people all over the country are just falling over themselves to watch it and binge it. What was it like to be on that set?
Really surreal. In fact, I literally just got goosebumps from head to toe. Every time I talk about it, I don't know what it is about this particular show. I guess it's because, it was such an amazing, show back in the 80s, and then coming back and bringing all of William Zabka and Ralph Macchio. And then, of course, recently, as I'm sure you know, Elizabeth Shue. Martin Kove. It was amazing. So it was very exciting. And a little intimidating. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, I can imagine. Did you connect with any of those main characters at all during your time there?
Well, honestly, I was really blessed to, first of all, work with the big 3, as we call them, John, Hayden, and Josh, the 3 directors and creators of the show. So that was really surreal, being that they were on set. But Johnny, William Zabka, was basically my scene partner. And so it was just the 2 of us, pretty much, for both of my scenes. There was a 3rd one that got cut. It was just more facial expressions. But so I feel like I connected with him because, first of all, he made me feel like I belonged there. That it didn't matter what part you played, whether big or small, you belong there. And he treated me like a real human, and I'm not going to say that on other times people don't, but, often you find, the A-listers that we're just day players, but he was amazing to work with and he made me feel very comfortable.
I think that's what people want to hear when they fall in love with these people that they watch, these characters. They want to know that the people behind the characters are good people. That's so good to hear.
They are. They truly are. And he's amazing. He really is. He's a very real guy. And, we had, the scene that we played a lot with and a few surprises that I wasn't expecting. So, yeah.
Yeah. So how long did it take to shoot that scene?
I was on set all day. I think I got there at maybe 6:37 a.m. We didn't start until midway into the day because there was some scheduling issues with other actors. And they made me feel, so welcome and wonderful. And, are you okay? Is there anything we can do? Can we feed you? Of course, I never eat when I'm on set because I'm so afraid that I'm going to get a tummy ache. And I was nervous anyway. So I was, in my trailer and kind of walking out and Ralph was standing, talking to a few people, and I had never seen him at that point in person. So I was a little wigging out on that, not gonna lie. But about halfway into the day we started, and we actually ended around 8:30 at night. It was a long day, but it was well worth it.
Oh my gosh, that is so much fun.
Yeah.
So, Suzanne, you are from West Michigan. You went to Ottawa Hills High School.
Did.
Tell me how you got into acting.
Going back, I tell people this was something that was a passion of mine since I was really little. I always was doing plays and, all kinds of things and actually, charging people like a nickel or whatever in my neighborhood. Silly, we all do that when we're little. But it was something that has always been a passion and a dream of mine. And as I grew up, I danced and I moved. And while I was dancing, I was trying out some acting, gigs and things like that. But I ended up moving back to Grand Rapids and had some medical issues I had to deal with. And, after that, it was one thing led to another: marriage, children, divorce. And then once I got the kids off, I thought, you know what, it's my time. So I literally researched Georgia acting schools, and I knew that if I really wanted to get connected with a great agency, that I was going to have to step up to the game because there's a lot of competition here. So I started studying with a couple of LA coaches, couple Atlanta coaches, and then I, got my first agent and worked my way up, and now I'm with AMT. So I'm very, very blessed and honored to be with them as well.
Wow, that is, you are truly living your dream.
I am.
Yeah.
I know, a lot of people will say, well, gosh, you were in your 40s when you really, truly started pursuing this career, not just playing around. And I said, it doesn't matter whether you're 10 or 100. Really, look at Betty White. Of course, she's been doing this forever, and I would never compare myself to her. But the fact of the matter is, you can do it at any age.
Sure.
You really can.
Yeah. So have you ever played in Cobra Kai, you play a nurse, a medical professional. Have you ever played a part like that before?
I have. I've done several commercials in Atlanta here. I played an oncology doctor about 3 years ago, and then I've done some nursing gigs. But this was my first TV other than commercial. So it was really exciting. Yeah.
Have you been surprised to see it just continue to boom in popularity?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Very exciting.
So what's next for you?
Well, I hope to continue doing what I'm doing until I can't walk and talk anymore. Honestly, I want to be, I want to do this forever. It's not a hobby to me. A lot of people will say, oh, I just want to do it for fun. Well, no, I'm in it for the long haul. Like I said, I've got a great agency. We have a great team of professionals over there that really root for me. I do have a couple other projects right now that I'm kind of, I don't want to say on hold for, but they've asked for my availability. So, and they're two big shows, and I'm really excited about that. So,
well, you'll definitely have to keep us up to date. I ask everybody this who finds success outside of West Michigan. What do you tell people about growing up in West Michigan?
Oh, it is beautiful. If I could live in Grand Rapids in the summers and live in Atlanta in the winters, I would be in heaven. It is an amazing place to be. The people are wonderful. I grew up there. My entire family is still pretty much there. Yeah. God rest both of my parents' souls, they're gone, but my sisters are there, and nieces and nephews, and it's a beautiful place to be. And they make you feel very warm and welcome, even when, you've been gone for as long. I've been in Atlanta for 32 years.
Wow. Suzanne Salhaney, thank you so much for talking to me, and best of luck in your future.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.